Just Being Me podcast. Your girls, Margot and Mary. Two men in a burning house must not stop to argue. It is not your duty or responsibility to change the minds of other people. The nature of their thinking is advanced or limited by their experience. In your presence, they have an opportunity to learn about you and perhaps to grow. Allow them to experience you as a well-grounded, compassionate being who is capable of listening, learning, sharing, and growing. That is your responsibility to yourself, your life, and the other person. You can be an example of the peaceful, vibrant, valuable contributor your ancestors were. Like them, you can contribute to the enlightenment of the world when you spend less time worrying about what others think and more time creating positive change. Every experience is an opportunity to grow. All right. You better say that, young lady.
Okay, that was excellent.
That was a good one. And y'all, that comes from Acts of Faith, Daily Meditation for People of Color. Y'all Vincent. That's for July 23rd. That was a good one. I like that.
That was really nice.
I
can't believe July. We're like getting through this month so fast.
We are flying through this whole freaking year, which I'm happy about. Just take 2020 away. 2020 can go away, okay? Because it's just been a whole mess. A whole mess. And this was a leap year. So I just wish this whole year is erased. Like, erase 2020 because ain't nothing good came out of it. But we
the only thing good that's going to come out of 2020 if Trump loses the election.
That would be a finale, man.
Girl, that would be just a nice cherry. I mean, wouldn't that be wonderful?
Yes, that would be so freaking awesome. Like all of the crap that we've dealt with from January to now, and to have him be all out of here. That would be way worth it.
It would be so worth it. Everybody would just make a big sigh, like, oh, it's over.
You know what? I just envisioned right now with that. I love The Wiz, the one with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. The Wiz.
Yeah.
And I just imagined it with when they go see Eveline and they defeat her, and then the people are like, brand new day. And they shed their skin. That's us.
That would surely be us, okay?
Shed that nasty skin and be a brand new day.
Brand new day. How you doing?
Oh my gosh, I'm good. Mary is here again via phone. Social distancing still because the coronavirus is still alive, y'all.
It's real.
It is so very real, and y'all need to practice that social distancing like we are. Make sure you wear your mask and wash your hands. Oh, let me tell you about my experience going to the doctor yesterday. I went to the doctor yesterday.
Okay.
I went to go have an x-ray on my knee because it's been hurting. And I walked in, and so they got me right at the door. They did the temperature check. I walked in suited and booted. Like, I had on my mask. I had on some gloves. I was ready. So she said, oh, you can't come in here with those gloves. I'm like, well, why not? I just put them on. I just put them out the package. And she was like, oh, you can't come in with outside gloves. I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't want to touch anything. I don't want my hand to this is the hospital. This is the doctor. People that's sick come here. I definitely don't want to touch nothing in here. So she was like, oh, no, we have sanitizer, whatever. I was so mad, but I was like, okay, whatever. Let me just go do what I have to do.
You may have sanitizer, but do you have somebody in the elevators wiping them
buttons off? Yeah.
Or pushing the buttons.
And
then these handles on these doors and everything in these restrooms and stuff like that. That's why I have on gloves.
Yes. Because ain't nobody opening them doors. When I had to go to the room that I went to, it wasn't an automatic door. It wasn't no door person there to open it. I had to touch. I was all elbowing it. I don't even care. Elbow the door open. God. I was like, see, that's why I wanted to have my gloves. I should have put them back on, but I was like, whatever. And the lady, when she checked me in, she don't even want to touch your She don't even want to touch your card. She like put it up on the plexiglass. I'm like, I don't want my card on the plexiglass where everybody else put their card on the plexiglass. Yes. So as soon as I put it up there, they have some little wipes, little alcohol wipes. I grab one of those, wipe my card off, wipe my fingers off. I'm serious. Like we in a hospital where people have coronavirus. Like I don't want to be catching that shit right here.
Right.
So
and I provided my own gloves. What's the issue?
Yes. I was like, okay. So I go into the little X-ray area, and then so it's just me. The one thing I do like is that nothing's crowded. Like it was parking. It's not crowded because people can't come in there anyway unless they are asked to come. So I go in there, and this little Asian man, he's like, Margot Evans? I said, oh, that's me. So I walk up, and he looked at me. He said, how much you weigh? That's the first thing he said to me was, how much do I freaking weigh? I was so like, I'm glad it was just us in there. I'm like, what? That is no way to greet a lady. The fuck you want to know how much I weigh for? I was like, a lot. I'm like, what? You have a scale in here? Like, can you weigh me? Like, how you gonna just ask me how much I weigh?
Asking?
Right. I was like, wow, I have never. And I'm a QT right now, quarantine thing. So, I'm very sensitive about my LBs that I got on my body right now.
Well, we all are.
Right. Like, how much you weigh? And I didn't get on nothing. I didn't get on. He did my X-ray. I was standing up. So what was the need for you to know how much I weighed?
What was the purpose of asking the question?
I was like, okay.
And usually when you come in and they check you and everything,
they
say,
weigh you.
Would you hop on the scale for me?
Yeah. That would have been polite. You could have just okay. Even if you that's the bigums right there. Let me put her on the scale.
That's what they usually do. Would you hop on the scale for me? Get your blood pressure. Yeah. Get your temperature or whatever, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
No, he yelled, "How much do you weigh?" I'm like, "Excuse me, sir." A lot.
I was looking at him and said, "How much you weigh?"
Right.
And you said he was short.
Little short man. Yeah.
I would have asked him, "How tall are you?" I tell you how much I weigh. You tell me how tall you are.
I was like, okay, whatever. So we are on episode 59. We're on episode 59, y'all.
Wow.
So thank you guys. We are over 1,000 listeners, and we have gained more listeners from last week. So thank you very much.
Oh, good.
We appreciate that, and continue to tell your friends and family about our podcast. So we're here. Let me see. I'm just gonna jump into the weekend review. What you do this weekend? What you do this weekend, Mary?
I think I told you I just wanted to go out, and I was like, kind of wanting to buy some new treatments for my windows.
Oh yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm.
Because I made the big mistake of thinking that I could actually toss my curtains in the washing machine.
Mm-hmm.
And, I used to just send them to the cleaners. But, because of this whole corona thing, the cleaners are closed. All the cleaners are closed. I'm so upset. I'm so glad we're working from home because I got a lot of stuff I need to take in to have cleaned.
Right.
But yeah, they're closed. And so I just, took my curtains down from my windows, my living room and my dining room, and I just went and threw them in the wash machine,
Oh, okay.
And Margot, when I took those puppies out, now I didn't put them in a dryer. So I followed the instructions, on the curtain. Mm-hmm. And I didn't put them in a dryer. I just kind of hung them up, let them dry, air dry. Girl, them boogers came out awful. Margot, they were awful. What happened to them? I mean, they, in some places, they looked a little sheer, I felt like they had runs in them, I mean, just everything. It was just awful. I mean, they hung, real nice still. They hung very well. But it was just, I guess the fabric, I don't know. It was the fabric thing, Mm-hmm. I just really wish that this whole Corona thing would be over and we can just get things open back up so we can live and do what we have to do.
Right.
So, of course, I had to go and shop for some more, window treatments. And so I did that this weekend. Okay, make a long story short. Mm-hmm. And this time I got a different color. And I do like the color. Mm-hmm. And I also, I got the kind that actually block out the sun.
Oh, yeah.
They're called sun blockers.
You need those.
Because, I had this big picture window in the living room.
Right.
And, it gets really hot in the morning. Mm. And so in the back, I have, a nice big picture window in the spare room, and then I have the patio, sliding door glass in my room. But on both of those windows, I have the sun blockers on those. You know what I mean? I went on ahead and invested on sun blockers on those because, in the evening, the sun falls down on that side.
Right.
So I made sure I got the blockers on there, but I never had them in the living room and the dining area. Mm-hmm. So I went and I paid for those. I got those. Like I said, this time I got some darker colors and they're sun blockers. And I actually went with a red in my dining room.
Oh, that's pretty. I'm sure that's really pretty.
And the reason I did a red, because I was thinking about actually doing an accent wall, a red one, in my dining area. And then I said, I don't know, because my kitchen is, white, black, and red.
Oh, yeah.
And so I'm thinking, maybe I'll do a red wall, because a lot of stuff on the table, the pot holders, even my pots and pans, everything in there is like red, right? Mm-hmm. So I said, well, I don't know, my cushions in the chair are red, and I said, let me get some red. So I went on ahead and invested in the red because I was thinking either get the red accent wall or get a black accent wall. Mm-hmm, because that way it'd make my pictures pop a little more if I had, a dark one or a red one, either one. But I said, I don't feel like painting right now. So I said, maybe just get the curtains and then, that'd be, the red and I'll be satisfied.
Right.
Something different. It took me a couple of days, but I realized yesterday that I do like it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I like the red. The living room has a blue, a nice pretty, stop it, a nice pretty blue.
Somebody messing with Rasta.
Yeah, he's trying to open the door. He hears some other dog out there or something. What are you doing, Rasta? Okay, so so that's what I did. I shopped for the window treatment, and I like them. I got exactly what I wanted, and you know what? It is a lot cooler in the morning.
Right.
In the living room and the dining room, it's a lot cooler, and I do like it. I like it a lot.
That's cool.
And then I went and got some fish for lunch. Mm-hmm. So that was really nice. Mm-hmm. Me and my sister had lunch on Saturday, and then my other sister, she went to some kind of memorial service, and so we all met up, and then I shared my lunch with her, which meant at dinner, because I had got a large order,
right.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Right.
I got a large order so that I can have lunch and dinner.
Right.
But after sharing with my sister, I didn't have that dinner.
You gave her your dinner piece.
I shared, you know, I shared my fish and everything with my sisters. So, you know, I had a small dinner. Okay, fine. You know what? That's God's way of showing me you didn't eat it anyway.
Okay.
But look, when I opened up that container, girl, and I was sitting here, I was like, okay. And then I thought, oh my God, yeah, I did share. I don't have that.
Like, what happened to my other piece of fish? Oh, yeah, I shared it.
And you know how, you know, you go to them, and I like my fish and my shrimp fried soft. I like it soft. I don't want it hard. I don't want it crunchy. I want it soft. Mm-hmm. And Margot, they did a good job. They did it perfect, the way I like it exactly. It was soft. And I didn't even get to, you know, enjoy it for dinner, but that's okay.
That's okay. You enjoyed it for lunch.
Yeah.
And your sister enjoyed the piece too.
Yeah, exactly. But that was my weekend. It was pretty nice. You know, I was thinking I was going to share something with you. I'm thinking about a little project that I want to do. But I don't know yet. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, so I don't know. You know, I don't need another project, but
right.
You know, sometimes, you know, you just get a minute and you start thinking these things or whatever, you know.
Right.
I'll share it maybe tomorrow or something like that. Off air. I'm not gonna share it on air with anyone.
I ain't gonna tell y'all.
Yeah. But I had a good weekend. What about you, kiddo? How was your weekend?
I had a pretty chill weekend. I wanted to get out of the house because that's all I do is stay in the house, work from home. So I wanted to get out the house. So we drove up to Pachanga, the casino.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Didn't win any money, but it was a nice little drive out there.
Okay. Now tell me how they had everything set up in the casino with all the people.
So they did, so that when you walked in, it was, everybody had to wear a mask. They ain't going for the, I don't want to wear a mask, I ain't got to wear a mask. They ain't going for that. If you don't want to wear a mask, then you don't want to come in here.
Okay.
So everybody had to have their mask on. They have people walking around, making sure that you keep your mask on. As you get to the door, they do a temperature check. So it takes a picture like of you, I guess, and checks your temperature, and then it says okay, that you're okay to come in. So we walked in, and then they had sanitizer all over the place. Everywhere was little sanitizer stations. The bathroom, there was a attendant that was in there the whole time. It wasn't no like she goes around to different one. No, she's in that bathroom. That's her shift, is in that bathroom, and they was cleaning it. Every time somebody came out the bathroom, they walked in there and they cleaned it and they did all of that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
they did a great job.
It was really good. They had people wiping down the machines. Once people got off of a machine, they had somebody that was going around wiping off the machines. I don't trust that. I didn't know. So I had gloves on. I walked in with gloves on. I said,
okay.
I'm not touching no machine. I ain't touching the chair. I don't want to touch nothing because I'm good for putting my hands in my face, and I know that. So if I didn't wash my hands or whatever, and I'm here scratching my face and my eyes, and I'm all in my face kind of person. So I know I need to cover my hands up because I'll forget. Oh shoot, I didn't wash my hands. So had my gloves on. We had a really good time, and then. My guy, his cousin had called and said that they were, he said Hemet. They were in Hemet at one of their friends' birthday party. So of course,
people still partying.
That's what I'm saying. So you know my antennas went up like, I don't want to be around a whole bunch of people. I don't know them people. I don't know how they quarantine.
I know you didn't want to. I know.
I don't know how they quarantine. I don't know who they be around. I don't know what they do in their regular life. Like, I don't want to be in somebody's house just sitting. No. So.
Right.
He talked to him again when we got ready to leave. And then, so we ended up going. I was mad the whole way. I said, okay, well, we could do the drive. And then we could go in and then go out. So we drive. It wasn't in Hemet. I see the sign. It say Palm Springs, and we passed in Palm Springs. I was like, where the heck are we going? Palm Springs. We passed Palm Springs. It was in Indio, California. So I'm like, whoa, this is far. Like, it was so super far. It was a nice drive. That's the only thing that I was like, okay, cool. But then my anxiety started kicking in when was getting closer to where we was going. I was like, oh shoot, we gotta get out with these people. But it was they did an Airbnb at the Bob Hope golf course in Indio. It was a very nice little.
Oh, okay.
It was nice. It was a nice little bungalow or whatever, but still, I don't know these people, and I don't know what they're doing. So here come me and my guy. We walking up with our mask on, and when we walk in, don't nobody have no mask on at all. And I was like, wow. I was like, okay, all right. I need to go outside. So we beelined it outside to the backyard. We stayed out there for about 10 minutes, and then my guy was like, okay, we just swung by because we was out for a drive and we gotta go. We getting ready to bounce. Like, already? You don't want nothing to eat? No, cause no. Thank you, though.
Thank you.
Thank you. No disrespect in it. No disrespect. Thank you. But no. We're good. We just ate. We just drank. No, we really didn't. We wouldn't got something to eat on our way back home. But
Margot, no one had on a mask.
Nobody had a mask on. Nope. Nobody. So I was good. So the drive was it was 2 hours and 30 minutes away from where we lived in Long Beach. Back. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yep. So,
oh wow,
we made it back. The drive was cool. It was good. And then Sunday, I did a Zoom. So I also do a show with Edwanda White. She's a comedian. My friend Shelly Truby and myself. It's called 3 Black Girlz Tawkin, and we did 8 episodes via Zoom on Sunday.
Oh wow,
8 episodes. We started at 10. Well, not exactly at 10, but we started around 10. And we didn't finish till like 2:45.
Wow. How's she doing? How's that Wanda doing?
She's doing good. She's doing really good. It was a good, all the 8 episodes was really good. It was just really time consuming, and which I got from you, Mary, is like my Sundays are my Sundays. And
wow.
We felt like my Sunday was taken away from me because that is like your relaxing day. You take your bath, your self-care Sunday. You just chilling,
absolutely,
doing nothing.
Absolutely.
No, that was gone. And it was 3:00. Once you pass 12, it's downhill. So
it's over. The day's gone.
The day is gone, and we didn't finish the 2:45. By the time I got up and was like, okay, it was nighttime, almost 5, 6 o'clock. I'm like, oh God, that whole day is gone. Whole day gone.
Wow.
But I mean, we got 8 episodes out, so that's like 8 weeks worth of work.
Yeah, you got it done what you set out to do. Though.
Yeah. So sometimes you got to sacrifice, and I'm one that's set in my ways, and if you change that way, then I feel a little, but then I get over it real quick. I get over it. But we aired our first 2 episodes because we did 2 episode about Kanye, which we gonna talk about Kanye for president, and then we also talked about Jada and Will entanglement. So we dropped both of those this week. On YouTube. We did it on Tuesday because Kanye came back relevant because he started talking some stuff, which we'll get into. And then, the entanglement, we was about to lose that one because, it's been out for a minute with Jada and Will. So we just dropped those 2. So that's actually a good segue into let's talk about it with Kanye for president. Mr. Kanye West has been in the news saying that he's running for president. He's been doing what do they call those presidential
campaign.
Where they have all the people. I can't even think of what it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm. He's been doing
like a town hall. Hall.
Yes, town hall meetings and everything, saying that he's running for president and talking about Harriet Tubman and all these other things. And the guy is having a serious bipolar meltdown right now, which is sad because it is a mental illness. But then we turn the corner of the Kardashians wasn't saying anything about, him saying that he was running for president and stuff and whatever. But now that his mental illness has targeted them personally, now they're all out here like, oh, wait a minute, he has a mental illness and you guys shouldn't listen to what he says because, whatever reason. Like, why didn't you guys say anything?
We have to get him some help.
Yes. Why wasn't y'all saying that when he wasn't saying stuff about y'all? Be it true or not true, why are y'all now saying something when you should have been saying something in the beginning? Like, y'all should have been rallying around him. Like, okay, look, dude, you're not running for president. You sound crazy with this stuff you talking about. Calm down. We can get you some medication. But y'all waited till he talked about y'all. And now y'all want to say something. What you think about it?
I really feel like, Margot, he does not have the support system that he needs. And I am so glad that Dave Chappelle went out to Wyoming or Montana, wherever he is, to, give him support, talk to him, make sure he's okay. Because there's nothing like being around a room full of people that you feel do not have your best interest at heart.
Right.
Or that may not understand. Or who can relate.
Right.
Who can relate or who can understand. The only one can understand, to me, is another brother.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is another brother. So, I'm glad that, I don't know if anybody else went out, but I know that Dave Chappelle did. And, we just need to make sure that, our black men are taken care of, and they need to make sure,
right.
And they need to stay around, some positive brothers and some people that, can lift them up, not just the ones that is, co-signing everything that you do,
right, and
make you feel that every silly thing you do is okay and they'll cover up for you. But somebody that's going to be honest with you,
right, and
that's going to love you unconditionally and is able to tell you the truth and not worry about you guys not speaking anymore, or you getting mad or whatever. But honest, being honest with you,
right. And I know that Damon Dash, from Rockefeller, he went out there too. He went out there and I just seen that on TMZ a little while at 5 o'clock or 4 or whatever. That he went out there, and I have my little thing about Damon Dash, but I like the way Damon Dash when he talk, like when he not so into himself. I'm sorry, Damon Dash, but when he's not so into himself, his words and how he talks and the things that he says is really like good stuff. And so when he went out there, and they said he went out there, I was like, yeah, that's actually a really good dude to go out there and talk to Kanye. It really, really good dude.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it would have been nice if Jay-Z went out? Wouldn't that have been nice?
Oh, yeah, that would have been nice, but that ain't happening.
I think Kanye would have really listened to him.
Yeah.
Because I think that relationship, that hurt Kanye too.
That hurt him bad. That hurt him really bad. And he wants that relationship with Jay-Z, but for whatever reason, that's not going down. And maybe, everybody's getting older and everything like that, but maybe, Jay-Z may be like, you know what, whatever happened, and I'm going to be by my dude's side. You never know.
Because he really needs me right now.
Right.
And you know what? I know him. I know him better than a whole bunch of folks.
Right.
I need to get out here and check on my boy and make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
And maybe I can talk him to start taking his medication.
Right.
Maybe I can help him.
Right.
Maybe you know what I mean?
Right. When they say it take a village, it take a village. It take a village to take care
It take a
of
village.
your people.
But Margot, it's going to take a village of your kind.
Of your people, yes. Of your people. I mean, if you decide you gonna marry outside of your race, that's your prerogative. But you also need to make sure that you band around your people, your people, to take care of you, because we know us. You know, just like they know them. Like, for instance, the Kardashians are what do they call? What's their nationality? It was on the tip of my tongue. Whatever. Oh God, I can't.
Armenian.
Yes, they're Armenian. So they have their tribe. She has her sisters. She has her mother. She has her family. You know, supporting her in their ways and their culture. So he needs to also have that too, and he really don't. Like he has himself. He had his mom, but then when his mom passed away, that just kind of tilted whatever bipolar situation that he was probably, I'm sure, dealing with all of his life. I'm sure that this is not something that on set right now. This is something that he's probably been dealing with all of his life, but he is able to monitor it with his mom, and having that support in his mom to be like, okay, look, you going a little left now. You need to take your medication. You need to not be doing this, and then he do it, and then he lost that. So, for a long time, he was doing okay, even after his mom. He was doing okay, but now he's going left again. It can't nobody really bring him back. Not in the Kardashian tribe. They can't bring him back.
They can't. And see, here's the thing. He needs to be under the care of a psychiatrist, and he needs to get his medication.
Right.
And he needs to continue with his therapy. You just don't go to get your medication. You go a couple of times and you feel like you're okay.
Right.
No. You continue to go, and, I'm just saying, make sure he has black brothers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or black sister.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's not something that it's not somebody that, they refer you to or whatever. You go out and you get it yourself. And, you make sure that you stay in touch with your brothers, and, you guys go out, you guys do things together, you guys, run things by each other and talk a little bit and things like that. And, you just need to keep your friends. I'm not going to say friends, but your acquaintance, and, you need to keep together a brotherhood.
Yeah, a brotherhood. There you go. A brotherhood.
A brotherhood, because being around a house full of women,
yes,
with a whole bunch of kids running around,
yes,
and everybody's interested in makeup, lies, and deceit,
right,
and black men,
right,
you don't need to be all around that all the time.
Right.
And you don't care to be on their show or whatever. Let them do their thing, and you do your thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And don't let them talk you into a whole bunch of crap.
Right.
If you're not interested, you need to do your thing. But you need to stay on your medication. You need to continue with your therapy, and you need to stay connected with your brotherhood. And you need to touch base with these people, and stay in touch with these people.
Mm-hmm.
And don't let the other half drive you crazy.
Right.
By wanting a lot of different things that you're not interested in right now.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know why or who made him go, if he went to this ranch on his own, or, they told him he gotta go.
He wanted, I understand that he wanted this ranch, and he wanted to get away. He wanted to move away. But because of the Kardashian show, and by them, I guess, filming it here, Kim felt that she couldn't move. But he wanted to move.
He wanted to move. He needs to be out of it. He needs to move. Like if she ain't the one that want to move with you, then you need to move by yourself, because you need to get out of this, life.
This rat race.
Yeah.
This rat race.
Yep.
And the thing is, and stuff, and we need to, and when your husband says something like that to you, you need to understand, sometimes it ain't all about the money. Sometimes it ain't all about the show.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Think about, some stuff that's happening right now. We got the Braxton girl, Tamar Braxton. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, and then we have Nick Cannon. I mean, he said something. Okay, he apologized for it. A lot of people got upset at him because he apologized. But then he started talking crazy about he just wanted to leave, this world or what have you.
Right.
You know what I mean? I mean, look what happened to Martin Lawrence.
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? The only person that I think was smart and didn't let Hollywood get to them and just gave them the finger and turned his back and said, keep it, was Dave Chappelle.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle was smart enough to know what was being done and how it was being done.
Yeah.
And he was strong enough and capable to walk away.
Yeah.
Because he had confidence in himself and he knew what he was capable of. Mm-hmm. And he said, I don't have to deal with y'all.
Right.
I'm out. You know what I mean? And it's just, it's really sad, but I mean, sometimes the rat race gets to be too much. We ready to get off of that wheel.
Right. Yeah.
Because you're not able to be your creative self. Everybody wants something from you. Everybody wants you to change. Everybody wants to, take what you have and do something else with it. Mm-hmm. And then, you can't even be yourself. You can't even be real to your culture, and everybody get mad at you all the time. And, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
And, I just think that these people, they're keeping up these images and everything. And I think these people need to go to counseling. I really feel like these people need to go to counseling instead of having these big old huge entourages and instead of being on, all these social media outlets and acting like they have this and they have that. Hey, you guys are human. I know you guys have issues.
Right.
Stop acting like everything's okay.
Yeah.
Go get yourself some help.
Yeah.
Learn how to deal with these folks or not deal with these folks and still be okay. How about that?
Yeah. Learn how to step away. Like if you got Dave Chappelle is like the perfect example of somebody, like you just said, that stepped away, that said, you know what? No, I don't want your $50 million or whatever the heck they were trying to give him. I am going to go away. For a long time, he went away. And, I'm going to do me. I'm going to be with my family. I'm going to live over here and do me because you guys are going to drive me to, sorry to say about, Tamar, drinking and drugging and to the point where you want to commit suicide. And who wants to do that? Who wants to do that?
And here's the thing. She's trying to keep her demons quiet.
Right. Yeah.
She's getting tired of being pulled by this network and that network,
right.
And her sisters and her mama and all them issues and stuff like that. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot, especially if you're not going and getting the help that you need.
Exactly. And
they always feel like they're proving something. Who are you guys proving something to? We don't give a damn.
No, not at all. Because if you pull away, you pull away, and that you do what you have to do. People gonna say whatever they're gonna say. Like they were saying, oh, Dave Chappelle, he was in Africa and he did this. He don't care what you say about him. He was wherever he was in his life.
And if he did go to Africa, more power to him. He was smart enough to get on the flight and go see some of his people and see the land.
Right.
Good for him.
Like I wouldn't.
And if he had to go there, and if he had to go there to get his mind right, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing.
Right.
Oh, he a fool for turning his back on that money. Why? Because you would sell out.
Right.
And you would sell your soul for it.
Exactly. Money is not everything.
You should have been praising him.
Yeah.
You should have been praising him.
Money is not the root. As I said, money is the root of all evil. Money is not
the root of all
everything.
Evil.
Sometimes you just need to
step back,
look at your life.
That's right. But what they tell you in the game of dominoes, all money ain't good money.
It ain't good money. You right.
Not when you got to sleep at night and you sell your soul.
Right.
And everybody on your back and everybody want pieces of you and you acting silly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Something else that I learned that really bugged me, because I've talked to you about this before, and it was when Kim died. Remember the one who has the kids by P. Diddy? Remember?
Oh, yes.
The twin girls and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I told you, Margot, I remember our conversation. I told you, I didn't feel good about that. Something's wrong.
Right.
Something is so wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And, the girl, what's her name? I forgot her name. She's the one on the Breakfast Club.
Angela Yee?
Angela E. I'm sorry. Angela E. I just wrecked her name, didn't I? She had an interview with some people. And there was a lot of guys there. And one of the guys there, I can't remember all their names, but one of them was I'll Be Sure. Mm-hmm. And do you know, in the interview, he said that him and Kim was actually married.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. They had one of the sons is his son.
Right. But here's the thing. That was not public knowledge back in the day. They were just girlfriend and boyfriend.
Right.
But he said, because I watched the interview last night, and he said, yeah, we were married. I said that right. Kim and I were actually married.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was like, wow, okay. Mm-hmm. But anyway, and he said that they were very good friends, just like him, like her and P. Diddy.
Right.
But what he did say that struck me, he said that I believe that Kim was murdered. Mm. He said that. Mm. Margot.
Okay.
Margot. I'm like, Margot, the story didn't fit though, honey.
Right.
What they were saying, it didn't fit. And then, you know what? And then the way he was acting, I know I should have married her. Oh, I did her wrong. And he was coming on doing all these long speeches and saying all this stuff. I'm just like, okay, dude, look, you was with this other woman forever, and she ran off with the gym guy, or the workout guy, or the fitness guy, or what have you, or whatever. Kim's been around so long, so why are you feeling so bad about it? Like,
right,
what?
Right.
But I don't know. I still feel like she did not just die. I believe that, somebody killed that girl.
Right.
I really do. For whatever reason, I don't know. But I really feel that, if there was any question, Diddy has the money to do an investigation and hire a private detective and everything. Why wasn't that done?
Right.
If anybody had a question. It's just not right. Mm-hmm. We don't know what goes on in these people's world.
Yeah, and it is a world. You got that right. It's a whole different world than the world that we live in. It's a whole different situation that's happening. I'm gonna move to the next one because we're running out of time. Okay. The Verzuz is now going to be on Apple Music, which I'm happy about.
Okay.
Because did you check out the Verzuz from Snoop Dogg and DMX yesterday?
Yes, I did. I got an opportunity. I was kind of going back and forth with them a little bit. Yes, and DMX looks really good. I love to hear him praise.
Yeah, oh my God, yes. Yep.
Oh my God, the way he came in with that fragrance felt so good. I was like, yes. But yeah, he looked really good. He put some weight on. Mm-hmm. Snoop was doing his thing, smoking a little bit, partying, being
drinking
Snoop.
A little bit, but it was really good. It was good.
It was really nice.
I love the way that Snoop embraced DMX. Like you could tell that he like embraced him. He brought him in like, okay, yep, this is my dog. Like they both dogs. And this is my dude, and I just kind of felt the love that Snoop was giving DMX, because DMX been through a whole lot in his life. But it was good. I liked it. And now to hear that we can listen to the actual music from the Verzuz on Apple Music is great, because like sometimes I be missing them. Like I actually watched Snoop Dogg and DMX today. But to now, I don't have to look it up on Verzuz. I can just go to my Apple Music and be like, oh, okay, I can listen to it. And the music.
Yeah, well, you can do that. Well, that's how I got Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, because when it was over, right then and there, Apple put it on.
Oh, okay.
So it's on a playlist. And their playlist, Verzuz playlists, and you can go and you can click on any verse that you miss or any one that you want. And Jill Scott and Erykah Badu has one.
Oh, okay. So that's how it got hooked up, because they have a lot of people that's listening to these or watching these Verzuz. Like they got eyeballs on them for real. So that's a good deal with Apple for them to do that. So
that's a real, and Spotify does the same thing. You're right.
Okay.
That's a great thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to worry about going back buying all that music.
Okay. Be like, okay, let me just go over here and do that and listen to it. And then the last thing I just want to, I was going through like the social media and all this stuff, and then I seen a picture of Maxine Waters, which is Auntie Maxine, always is looking out for her babies. Okay,
Girl, what happened?
Somebody got pulled over, and Miss Maxine, Auntie and Maxine, was pulling over. Was driving, so she pulled over just to make sure that everything was okay. Like, I'm just here to make sure that everything okay with whatever you doing with the police. Yes, she did. And they said that they was gonna give her a ticket because she was parked like in the red. She said she don't care. She just want to make sure you doing what you supposed to be doing. Give me a ticket. I dare you. Go ahead. I can pay for that ticket.
See, that's how our people do one another.
Yes. That's community policing. That's community policing right there.
That's it.
Yep.
That's how we do.
Yep.
That's how we do, because we care.
Yep. Exactly.
We care.
We care about each other.
It's not somebody else's problem.
Right.
It's my problem.
Right.
I am my brother's keeper.
Yes, I am. So
Period.
I like that. That was really, really, really cool to see that.
And she took the time out to do that. Bless her heart.
Yeah. Yes, she did. Well, you kind of touched on your the state of the black entertainers with the Kanye thing, so we good with that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of rushing off today because I'm supporting another comedian that's going to be on another friends of mine. That's a comedian, Chris Kidder. His name is Chris Kidder. He has a YouTube page called Kidder's Corner, and he interviews other comedians, and they play little games and stuff. I was on there once before, and my friend Edwanda is going to be on that show at 7:00. So I told her I would support her on there.
Chris Kidder, that sounds familiar.
Chris Kidder, yeah, he's been on my shows before over here.
Okay, yes. That's where I've heard that name.
Okay. Yes, he's hilarious. And so we I think I told you guys last week, we did that private show for another friend of mine. And Chris Kidder and Edwanda was on that show, and they hooked up, and so now she's going to be on his show. So I said, all right, I'll support. I like to support people. So,
that's good.
I told her I'll be on there at 7. So they'll be on there.
Well, have fun.
Yeah. Be good. Always ready for some laughter.
Right, we need it.
We do. We really do. So we're going to shut down episode 59 of the Just Being Me podcast again. And as always, thank you so much for listening. We appreciate
Thank you.
Yes.
You guys be safe out there. Wash your hands. Cover your faces.
Yes.
Put your gloves on.
Yes.
Please.
Yes.
Stay safe. Stay healthy.
And clean. Okay? And healthy. All right, y'all. Till next time. Good night. Peace out.